I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money.
What cologne am I wearing? Well, why don't we get to $100 of support and I'll tell you what cologne I'm wearing tonight. There we go. Let's go right now. Let's get some support. Let's rally right now. Let's hit $100 and I'll tell you what cologne I'm wearing tonight. I actually reapplied it right before I came into the office tonight for Truck Sim. And then we're going to continue with Truck Sim. Now, guys, we're only at $40 of support and we have an hour left. So remember, if you want to keep Truck Sim in the rotation, please support the stream. It has been in the rotation since, what, April, because you guys have supported it every time. So please, let's get a rally of support. Let's hit that goal, and we'll keep it. Like I said, I'm curious, can we have this going till 2026? I'm skeptical. There's been a few times where we have faltered. Tonight, it looks like we have a really slow start compared to usual. So let's see how it goes, all right? I'll be right back with another brew and more Truck Sim. Dark Ows, whatever your name is, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it, says, what do you have to say about Asmongold's criticisms of you earlier today? I don't know anything about them. I don't watch Asmongold. I don't know what he said, to be honest. I don't particularly care. Earlier today, we were playing Pokemon. And we were just chatting and chilling while I was playing Pokemon. I have no clue what he could have criticized. The stream was actually incredibly well supported. I wasn't even asking for contributions or anything because it was so well supported. So I have no idea what he could have criticized, nor do I give a shit. Honestly, you know, he can say whatever he wants, good, more power to him. He's definitely one of those guys that reacts all the time to content. So I don't know. Here's the question. Was he watching my content and reacting to it, or was he watching detractor content? Because if he's watching detractor content, he's not watching my content. He's watching one-sided, skewed, very focused on negative content that's not representative of me. Case in point, right now, okay, I can watch Wings of Redemption's detractors, and I can watch some of what he does raw, and you can see a little bit of a difference between it, okay? When you just watch his detractor content, no exaggeration, they only show him dying a bunch of times, playing Battlefield, and raging every time. In reality, that's not what happens. He dies, but he doesn't always rage. He only rages at times when he gets, like, surprised or he's genuinely shocked that he died in that way. It's not every death, but of course the detractor content makes it look like that. And the detractor content will take focused moments of things that happen over a 2, 3, 4 hour stream and only show the ones that may be twisted as negative. Sometimes it's out of context. It only shows half a conversation. So knowing what they do to him, you can only assume it's probably exactly what they do to me. Whatever. The way I see detractor content, it's a way to at least get a quick, digestible idea of how the public is perceiving someone at any given time and what they're criticizing you for. With Wings right now, they're criticizing him because basically he's not on Lolcow Live anymore. He keeps insisting he's not going to go back, but his streams aren't doing very well. His streams are making anywhere between $40 to $100 each, and that's it. And he's complaining he's not making a lot of money. And everyone's like, you're going to go back, you're going to go back. He's like, well, I don't want to, right? So that's one of the things. And of course, him eating on the streams constantly, rubbing his face constantly. There's a few things that they got him for, that's what they have issue with him, okay? And of course, I guess a lot of people also say that he lies about a lot of stuff. Like, it's been established that things have happened, and then he later on will try to say it in another way that, oh, it didn't happen that way, and then hope that people forgot or something. Again, I don't know because I don't know a lot about the guy, so I can't confirm or deny that, but that seems to be a running shtick of the detractor content for him. So here's the thing. Knowing how that is with him, I can only imagine the stuff that's said about me. There's probably things that are brought up constantly that are from the past that don't apply to today anymore. There's probably things that are taken completely out of context. Here's an example. Yesterday, on the first stream, I was in a bad mood. I will openly admit to all of you, for whatever reason, I was in a bad mood. okay? So I kind of got argumentative with the audience. I kind of, at the end of a stream, I was banning people. I was being stupid. Between streams, okay, I had a change of heart. I said, you know what? I got to stop being a grumpy old man. I got to be more open, be more nice to the audience that's here with me every day. So I went back, I unbanned some people. I actually added the ability to do the text and moral support messages. And I started being nice again. And then people actually appreciated that on stream, and we had a really good night. When originally I felt like we were going to probably have a really bad night unless I changed my bad attitude. So I did change my attitude, and we had a really good night last night, right? Now, how many detractors made that content and explained that thoroughly and actually outlined it how it really happened? I'm sure every video, correct? Every video made about me said that, right? There you go. So, yeah, that's what I mean. So when you're only watching the detractors, you're only going to get half the story. I'm sure that Asmongold reacted to a toxic story about me. I don't care. Let him react as much as he wants. If ever he wants to actually come watch my real content, not the detractor content, he's welcome. I don't think he ever will, because the thing is, it's not digestible. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not digestible content. This is a 2-hour hangout session with my audience. He's not going to sit here and watch that. He wants to just see the clips, the snippets. So he's only going to see the bad things. That's what people clip and make snippets of. So there you go. See, I'm aware of that. That's why when I watch the wing stuff, I'm like, okay, I got to take everything I see here with a grain of salt. I got to understand this is not representative of the full story. This is one side. Now, some of it may be true, some of it might not be true, but I know that. I go through it. So I know all about it. Asmongold probably is just watching it and just reacting honestly to detractor shit and negative things said. I'm not going to hold it against him, but at the same time, I do feel like there's a ton of these React YouTubers that are way bigger than the people who they react to. And they don't understand that when they react, that has negative consequences for the person that they're reacting to. That there might be people who maybe would check out that content, but now they won't because you saw a detractor video that says they're an asshole or portrays them as an asshole. Now people think they're an asshole. Is that fair? Did you actually go watch the real content? So maybe you need to have an air of responsibility. Maybe you should actually be watching some of the real stuff to see what it's representative of. If Asmongold was watching this stream right now, do you think that he'd be like, oh wow, what an asshole? Probably not. But yesterday, if he saw me in a bad mood out of context on one particular stream, he probably would say, wow, that guy's an asshole. And rightly so. But that's not the big picture. I don't know. That's why I'm not into the full-on reacting to people. I'm just not. Like I said, every once in a while I'll react to stuff, but I don't just want to be someone who's reacting and judging people like I'm some holier-than-thou person. I'm so much better than you. I know better than you. I'm going to judge you on everything you're doing because I know how people treat me. Thermic Venry, Asmongold does not respond to requests for anything. Like, I would say it was probably a year or 2 years ago. I reached out to him when I heard he was talking about me and my content, and I tried to get an answer from him. He just never responded to a DM or nothing. He didn't care. So I don't think he's ever going to respond. So that's the other thing too. These people who are bigger than you, they'll react to you, but then if you try to respond to what they said or even try to get their attention, they ignore you. You know? It's very easy for someone like Moist Critical to call me out in his videos, but then I'm like, well, just have a conversation with me. Instead of talking shit, why not have a conversation with me to understand me better? And maybe if you have a conversation with me and then you think I'm an asshole, great. But at least have the conversation. Oh no, I don't do interviews, I don't do conversations. That's the response I get. Well then, don't talk the shit. If you're gonna talk the shit, now you are invested in that person and that content because you said negative things about them. Your audience thinks negatively about them. Now you gotta give them the time. Or else don't do it or it's irresponsible. Just saying. But, that's how they all are. We'll react as much as we want because it's all fair game. It's allowed on YouTube. Yeah, but now you've hurt someone's reputation. Is it really fair? Or should you actually give them the chance to respond? And that's the thing. You'll never see... Now I'm responding. Asmongold will never get this response because all he'll see is detractor content. Will the detractors take this response fully and unedited? No. They'll edit it to make me look like an asshole, and that's what he'll see next. So you see, it's a vicious cycle. This is why I don't care. This is why I don't care what Asmongold says, what Moist Critical says, what anyone says. I don't give a shit. I do my own thing. I'm happy. We have a good time together. That's what matters. I'm successful. It's all good. Don't need to worry about what these other people are constantly saying about me. To be frank, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't. I'm good. Well, guess what? I said when we started yawning I would have to pay attention, and I started yawning. So I have to pay attention. We have to find a rest stop. It looks like we will be passing one. That one's a little off. Let's do this one. Why are the turns so weird on this one? I guess I would have to turn right, then left. And I could just stop right here. Let's do this. Okay, so coming up. Let's do this first. To sleep. And then we'll continue on. Alright. Tales of the Sonic Voyage. To the $2 super chat, he says, drive on, bro. Thank you, Tales of the Sonic Voyage, for $2. Very good. What happens if you don't sleep? If you don't sleep, your character starts to close his eyes when you're driving, which obviously is bad. Now, I've never just ignored it entirely for too long, but I think what people are saying is you can actually drive off the road and you can't control it or something. So, I'm not sure, but it is a mechanic that you have to pay attention to. Let's see here. I received a $6 tip from You're Not Funny. I think this is the biggest tip of the night because we've had almost no tips tonight.